Hey everybody, so we're back with a update on these parts. Um, I got all the bolts out, did not have any issues with them breaking, which was pretty surprising because some of them really gave up quite a fight. So we'll kind of get into that. Um, so over here I have all the bolts. And I think my suspicions on the 5 are correct. The back cap that it has is definitely not the original. It's a 80s bell with a 90s back cap. This one I barely had to work at all to get the bolts out of, and these are the bolts right here, and you can see that they are much cleaner compared to the other ones. These are all the bolts that came out of the 3 bell and 1 bell. They really, some of them didn't take too much effort, but some of them really took a lot of pulling on, and you can tell the bells just had not been opened up, except for the bolt that was holding the tag on. That one came off pretty easy, mostly because the teeth or the serrated edges on the bottom of that weren't biting into the bell itself, so when I started to turn the bolt, the tag just slid around with it. Got the tag off. Probably going to clean that up. Try and see if I can get some of that corrosion off of that area there. Still don't know if that's the corrosion kind of got to that. I'm guessing it's either a 6 or an 8. We'll figure it out. Once we clean it up, we'll kind of see what she looks like. So that's that. And I peeked inside the bells. I didn't do any cleaning yet. They still are very messy. I cleaned my work surface after opening them. A lot of stuff came out of the bolt holes and all that, so we'll make another mess here and show you guys what's going on inside the bells. And they are very dirty. A lot of buildup on the front diaphragms. And then inside the power chamber, quite a lot of buildup. Nozzle rings look like they will clean up really good though. I don't see any big damage. A little bit of corrosion's not too bad. That normally cleans right off. Hopefully the diffuser ring bolts come without too much of a hassle. I've had those break on me in the past. So even though I got the back caps off, I still have the potential of breaking some bolts if I'm not careful, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll clean up pretty good. A lot of junk in there just from Mother Nature and dirt and crap from whatever. So that's the 1 bell. And there's our 3 bell, definitely 3. Nice shallow bore. The nozzle ring is in really good condition, and from what I can tell, even though the circle on it is a little foobarred, this is a 80s bell. The internals and everything resemble. I do have another cleaned up 80s 3 bell. And all the machining and everything internally looks exactly the same. So I think this one just kind of has a really messed up circle on it. Because I'm guessing the back cap is original as well. This one really took a lot of force to get the bolts out. I thought for sure I was going to have 2 break on me on this one, but I got lucky and they finally broke free without breaking themselves. So we'll take the diffuser ring out. Hopefully those bolts don't give me too much hassle. Clean it up really good, and I'll do I might even do a kind of a third video on these, showing after I get them cleaned up. Not gonna worry about stripping any paint right now, and I know some of you out there might get a little mad that I'm gonna take the original paint off of it, but I mean, it's just in such bad condition in certain areas. it's not really worth saving. If it was worth saving, I would save it, but for the better part, it's just so chipped and nasty and a lot of corrosion, and my opinion, just not really worth saving. I would like to save what I could, but especially on the one bell, it's just not really good. And some of it's even faded back to the black that's underneath, so not really worth saving. But we will clean these up in the meantime, clean them up internally, externally, and then some time further down the line there we'll strip it, and I'll probably repaint it for CSX. Since I have this tag, I would like to put this tag back on this horn. Since this turned out to be a 3-bell, I'm probably going to make this a K5L. So I'm guessing that's what it is. I wish the 4-bell would have been on there, because then this was either a really odd K5L for CSX, or it was a K5 LA hybrid with a 3-bell in place of the 3A. So I don't have a the only 80s 4A that I have is currently on another horn that I'm not going to parts out, so we'll see. I might try and source a 4A. I guess I do have an 80s 4A, but I was planning to use that on another project, so I'm not sure. I might just make this a K5LA hybrid, repaint it for CSX and all that stuff. But anyway, we'll get back to this here. That's just kind of some future plans that I have. The 5, all the bells are basically the same inside. The 5 has a lot of corrosion though. A lot of corrosion. The diffuser ring bolts in this guy are different from the other ones, and they're cleaner. So my guess is they probably did a little bit more work on the 5. I don't know though if this cap was in good condition when they put it on, or if it, through its years of service, it kind of got like that. I'm guessing this cap was put on in 95 when this horn was serviced. I talked to another good friend of mine, always has a lot of good information, and from what I heard, this horn was probably shopped at some point. That's why there's a date stamp on the manifold, because this definitely is an 80s manifold, but the service date would have been May 2nd, 1995. So that's what I figured. I just wanted to hear it from another source that actually has a little bit better information than me. And then same thing with this tag. This is just their service tag. So I'm guessing whatever their expiration date was, since this was done in 95, their work expiration date on this was probably sometime in 2000, I'm guessing, since there's 2 zeros right there and not like a 90 or anything. So I'm gonna take that as being the year 2000. So there's a little bit more insight on these. I am gonna work on getting the diffuser bolts out, get those out, get the diffuser rings out. These are gonna soak for quite a while with how bad they are, because this just looks like a alien planet with how much crud is on there. The nozzle ring itself looks like it's in pretty good condition. Definitely has some corrosion on it, but we'll be able to clean that off pretty good. And all that. This outer wall has some really crazy looking stuff on it there. I'm not too sure how rough that's gonna be. to get off. Shouldn't be too bad. There's probably still going to be some pitting and definitely going to be some staining after I clean these up, but if I can get these super clean to the touch, get the nozzles back to near new condition, everything should sound really nice. So that's what we're shooting for. This 5, just from what I've looked at my other 80s 5 and this one, the machining that I can see definitely appears to be the same. So my guess is back in 95 when they did the work on this horn, they put a new back cap on the 5, and then somewhere between now and then and now that happened to it. So that's not a big deal. We'll put we'll get a wide font back cap back on that. In this case, I'm really not too worried about trying to keep a original part on it, because technically this isn't really an original part. It's a CSX original part, but not original to the bell itself. So they're all 80s bells. Those 2 back caps are definitely the originals for those bells, and then we'll just find a nice, I'll look through my stock and find a nice 80s back cap for this guy. Should sound pretty good. So that's kind of the plan for this one. We'll clean the manifold up. I'm gonna paint match the best I can whenever I do get around to painting, and get everything back to new eventually. Like I said, I'm not too worried about stripping the paint right now. We'll get the manifold cleaned up. I'm gonna retap all these holes, get all that junk out of there. I'm gonna retap all of the back cap bolt holes, especially on the 1 and 3, because those bolts took a lot of effort to get out, and I'm just really pleased that they didn't break. But like I said, I still have the diffuser ring bolts to go, and I doubt I'll be able to do this one-handed, but we'll see. Okay, so that one came off really good, so that's good. Maybe we can do this live. We'll see. So that one broke free. That's good. I've only had a couple diffuser ring bolts break on me. I've had more back cap bolts break on me than anything. Okay, so we'll be able to look at what the actual base of the power chamber looks like on this guy here. Run these out really quick. And I'm actually gonna keep track of where I pull these out of. Try to. This one's got a lot of that really pretty orange rust starting on it. I don't know if that's really rust or just kind of a calcium. That might just be like a mixture of some type of rust and calcium deposits building up to make it that color. And I am sorry, one-handed here, so just bear with me. We'll see what she looks like. And I'm gonna guess that this is a lightweight diffuser ring. Try and break that free a little bit there. So yep, 80s lightweight diffuser ring. We'll clean that up. It's in good condition. I have a lot of these that have been broken from inside the bell just through years of pressure, dealing with the pressures of the air and all that. Normally they'll crack right around the holes. This one's pretty good, so we can clean that one up and reuse that part, so that's exciting. Power chamber is definitely dirty. A lot of crud down in there. Oh, some of that was from just me getting that off of there, but a little bit of corrosion, nothing too crazy. That should clean up okay. There's definitely going to be some staining that I won't be able to get out, but like I said, that's not a big deal. As long as I can get the outer ring and the nozzle ring, focus, the nozzle ring cleaned up, it'll sound pretty good. So there's that one. We'll see if we can get the 5 bell diffuser ring out here. So yeah, that one took a lot less effort. So we'll get that out. A lot of junk in some of those holes. Yeah, these ones are breaking loose a lot easier than the ones on the 3 bell did. Oop. This one's a little wallered out here. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. That one's gonna be fun. I might end up having to drill and tap that one out if I can't. I'm gonna set you guys down just for a second here. Sorry. I want to see if I can try and see if there's any way I can get that sucker out of there without. I don't know. This one, I think somebody tried to get this one out and they really kind of destroyed the hole there. So yeah, darn it. So yeah, that one's gonna be one that I'll have to get some other tools on. But this is a lightweight 80s diffuser ring as well. And then we'll see if see what I can do with the one here. A lot of crap on that. Definitely stiff, but able to get them out, so that's good. Just get those out. See how those other two are. Definitely a lot more force to get those ones. I'm guessing on that one, somebody got the 2 of those out and then really had a hard time getting that other one out and screwed up the socket on it, so. There we go. So that's good. At least I was able to get all those out without breaking. That one I should be able to get out without breaking. I'll just have to get a, probably have to drill it out a little bit and get an easy out into it, just to get something with some grip on it. A lot of crap. Look at all that. Wow. That's a lot of corrosion. And there's a lot of corrosion in here. A lot of it's built up though, so I should be able to scrape all that out of there and clean it up somewhat decent. I'm sure there's still going to be some corrosion left behind, but oh well. Looks pretty good overall. Nothing too crazy. This is of course a lightweight 80s diffuser ring. And I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to get that with my upright one either. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna give this one more quick try, guys. See if I can get that. Oh, she's slipping. Yeah. There's just not a lot to grab on there, and no matter what I'm using there, I'm removing more metal out of the bolt. Yep, So that one I'm gonna have to get with the easy out, no big deal. Hopefully it doesn't break on me, because that'll be a pain in the butt. So there's kind of, other than the 5, there's a look at what we're looking at here for cleaning wise. And like I said, once I get these bells cleaned up, I'll do another little video on how they came out. And then, not too sure. These diaphragms are probably going to take me a little bit of work to get out, so we'll, I don't think I'll be able to just tap those out very easily. No, those are in there pretty good, so we'll save that for another time. I'll just work on getting all those out, work on getting that bolt out, and then do a cleanup, and we will come back to these parts. So hope you guys enjoyed this, a little update on here, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.